Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Mariah knocks on Sharon's door but receives no response, so she allows herself in. She walks in to find her mother sitting on the sofa, distracted. "Are you okay? You were a million miles away." Sharon says she's fine and pleased to see her. Mariah wonders if she is sure. She did not hear her when she knocked, opened the door, or yelled out. Sharon confesses her mind has been wandering recently. Mariah notices her tea is cold. Sharon thought she had just made it. Mariah feels her head and wonders if she's coming down with something. Talk turns to Faith and her breakup. Sharon says she's determined to move ahead. Resiliency is a family trait. Mariah wonders if Sharon and Nick freaked her out with the story of their ups and downs. Sharon thinks it reminded her how much love this family is capable of no matter what obstacles they face. That's what Faith is holding on to, and so am I. Diane enters Jack's office and asks if he's busy. She can only think about Kyle and how badly things have fallen apart with their son. Jabbit is his legacy, and it's their dream for him to run the company one day. Jack hopes time will heal. Diane is worried that their family will never be the same. He wonders if she's having second thoughts. Diane still believes that she made the only call she could when she fired Kyle. Diane tells Jack that Kyle's insubordination left her with no choice. Jack thinks there are always options. Diane tells him that she was determined to prove herself and work alongside her husband and son, but the experience has turned into a nightmare. Kyle is extremely resentful, hostile, and arrogant. It's a terrible mess. Jack cannot believe they had to take such harsh measures. Diane claims he went out of his way to disparage her. Jack wonders if he's too old to be disciplined by his parents. Diane reminds him that she offered to step down and trade roles with him, but Jack declined. She wished there had been another solution. Jack says this tells him that he made the right decision by not reinstating him as co-CEO. Their son has some maturing to do. In the park, Kyle meets up with Audra, and they bicker because she's late. She says she was on the phone with Victor. Kyle says he gave the opportunity some thought and realized he couldn't pass it up. Audra says he was totally against working with her. Has hell frozen over? Kyle admits he's been unhappy working at Jabbit under his mother and father. Audra taunts that it must be a grind after being the king of the world. Kyle details how his mother is in over her head and constantly turning things into a power struggle. His dad supports her completely, no matter what. Audra feels that's no way to run a business. They banter about him not trusting Audra. They're willing to try and build it back. Kyle points out they know everything about each other. She adds, and then some. Kyle tells her a healthy dose of mutual distrust will keep them on their toes. So, why not roll the dice and see what happens? Audra's skeptical about his disillusionment with Jabbit. Kyle wants to know how she outsmarted Tucker. Audra says he broke his own rule and let emotion get in the way. When he found out what she'd done, that the best he could come up with was to fake a heart attack. It was pathetic. I can't believe I ever thought he was a mastermind. She'll never let her emotions get in her way. Kyle guesses her head exploded when Victor told her he wanted them to be co-CEOs. Audra warns Kyle to stay in his lane and they'll be fine. What Kyle can't figure out is what Victor wants out of this. Is it somehow tied to his decades-old feud with his father? Audra finds it interesting that he'd think that yet still sign on. Maybe he wants retaliation against his family. Audra has no idea what Victor is up to. All she knows is he wants his name kept out of it. Even Tucker doesn't know he was the investor. He actually thought your father was my backer. Hate could be behind Victor's motive, but does it really matter if he lets them run Glissade as they like? Kyle doubts it will be that cut and dry. Audra asks if he's worried about competing with Jabbit. Kyle says that he couldn't be more excited. Faith meets Lucy on the patio of Crimson Lights and informs her that they are connected and should get to know each other better. Lucy inquires as to her enjoyment of college life. Faith teases you about having to squeeze in studies between the festivities. Lucy realizes she just broke up with her lover and apologizes. Faith says it gives her more time to spend with her girlfriends. Lucy challenges Faith's statement that she does not drink or party. The last time she drank, she nearly died. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe my ESA Media to our channel and stay with